Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your mom, baby. Yeah. What the fuck? No matter. Finna twax that ass. Yeah, get some, nigga. Get what? Wait, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What's good, YouTube? Split Vision Gaming, Cornbread 97, back at it again with another beta. This time I got the Battlefield 1 beta for y'all. Y'all know I couldn't let y'all scroll down the timeline without seeing some of this. Ooh wee. Boy, look at them graphics. Almost felt like I tripped over some of them rocks playing this shit. This is Rush. Rush, you have two bombs. If you're on defense, you obviously got to defend them. On offense, you got to blow them up. There's a couple of different locations each bomb goes to after you destroy it, and of course there's a cooldown timer. Damn, probably should have ran with the squad on that one. After you set a bomb and then after you wait for it to explode, they basically make an artillery strike happen, and they leave a portion of the map blocked off until pretty much the other team has time to regather, regroup, and prepare for the oncoming assault. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first picked up this beta, I was pretty salty about it. Pretty fucking salty. And I'm gonna explain. As with every new FPS, there's a learning curve when it comes to aiming, which I understand. But I've never been a fan of these gigantic fucking maps. Like, Jesus fuck. It takes like 20 minutes to get to one objective. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna downsize them. They have put a lot of cool ways for you to traverse the map in this game, like these horses that you're seeing on the screen. It's not in this game mode, it'll be in Conquest, but of course y'all know I'm dropping some of that gameplay for y'all. You'll see some other ways of maneuvering around the map, and I'm gonna just leave that as is until the next video. But yeah, as you can see, Battlefield went on ahead and tried to put their two most popular or their two biggest game modes in the beta, and that is Conquest and Rush. Anybody that's coming over from Battlefield is going to already know what Conquest is. It's a fan favorite. Conquest is pretty much like domination on a really big map, and that's why they give you so many different ways to traverse it. But I digress. We're going to stick to the game mode at hand. Picked up the flamethrower. In different parts of the map, they'll have weapons laying around like that you can pick up. I believe there's a heavy machine weapon that you can pick up by one of the objectives. I'm not entirely sure. I kind of like it a little bit better than kill streaks. That way not everybody in the game can always get them, and you gotta kind of know where they spawn at to use them. Really digging the weapon layouts. Weapon skins look pretty accurate. I'm really getting that Red Dead Redemption vibe every time I get on one of these horses. But other than that, I can pretty much see what they were trying to do with the World War scheme, whatever. When you're in that overview map mode, before you select when you're going to spawn, they actually give you a couple of different options from where you can spawn. You can actually choose to spawn on a squad mate, which probably, I don't know, you're taking a chance with that because your teammate might be getting the business, or they just might be on the other side of the map completely looking at a wall. So you're always taking a risk there. You could always spawn into vehicles, whether it be this tank you see in front of me, or an airplane, or onto a horse as you seen a few seconds ago. But if you spawn onto this horse, it gives you a new weapon. It gave me this bolt action rifle. I don't really know the name of it. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I don't really know the names of any of these weapons, not off the top of my head, but when I do find out my class setup, please be checking the description for that. But yeah, and also if you guys have noticed already a couple of transitions, you're gonna see a couple more transitions in the near future. That was simply just me editing out running from location to location, or if there were long periods in the game where I just couldn't find anybody. I wanted to save you guys the trouble of having to watch me look utterly confused. So one of the things that I don't really like and that I hope they really change about the beta is the damage absorbing in this game. Cause as y'all noticed from the first clip, that dude must have had the SpongeBob perk attached or something, cause that man was swallowing bullets, damn near chewing them, eating them, fucking spit them back out at me, whatever you want. The point is, he wasn't supposed to live through that. But it's an alpha. I understand. Things have changed. Things will change. And let's just hope that shit gets changed. Cause I can't be emptying a whole clip into a brother and then he just get back up like it ain't even touch him. But I really like what Battlefield has done as far as their map design. How they don't really put too many maps in the game, but they put a lot of game modes that either restrict or give you access to more or less of the map. Kind of like in Rush right now, once you leave an objective and they make that part of the map inaccessible, it'll pop up that you have so many seconds to return to the battle, or it'll pretty much just give you a death and you'll have to respawn, which I kind of like because it's forcing people to not just stay on one side of the map and keep it moving, but at the same time it might slow things down a little bit more. And I've noticed that the other team can still shoot at one another while that part of the map is inaccessible, making it paradise for any snipers that decide they want to lay down on a rooftop and get their streak on. I haven't really messed around with too much of the vehicles in this game, mainly because I've never been good at dealing with vehicles in a Battlefield game, especially those planes. It's like they're always inverted on the controls, and it's like they make you steer with the controller upside down and you have to be using your feet and shit. I don't know what they were thinking when they were doing that control scheme, but I think they just need to go ahead and take a few pages from Ace Combat or any other flight simulator for that matter. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game mode. I'm not gonna lie, I took plentiful L's before I learned out how to figure out the flow of the map and figure out where everybody likes to camp at or post up at. And to be honest with you, if you're constantly moving around in well protected areas, you'll do pretty good as far as surviving in this game, because if you're one of those people that likes to just go out in the open and run headstrong into their objectives, only thing that I can see y'all running headstrong into is a sniper bullet. Just gonna be honest with you guys. The snipers in this game are unreal. It's ridiculous. There's so many snipers, but at least they give you like a little flashlight. If you see a bright light coming at you from the distance, just know you have anywhere between 3 to 5 seconds to get behind the closest wall before you find yourself picking where you want to spawn at again. They also added little cool cinematic things, not little cinematic things, but cool little nifty things, like if you run into barbed wire, it takes a little bit of health. The little animations you can get from opening doors or opening shutters, it just adds a lot more tactical advantage to games. Like, for example, in a couple of seconds you're going to see me running to this building where I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get rid of the 2 enemies on the rooftop. And because they let you go in between the buildings like that, I really feel like it keeps your enemies on their toes, because they're not just aiming down at a hallway waiting for you to come out. They're actually wondering whether or not you're going to enter through that other door or open those shutters. And y'all know Battlefield's keen on the destructible environment, so I wouldn't chill in them houses too long if I was you, unless you like the whole thing falling on top of you. Eating concrete sandwiches forever. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. For all you Call of Duty switchover players who don't like to play the objective and solely focus on kill streaks, that shit ain't gonna cut it this time, y'all. Y'all better play the objective. Better stop fucking around. I'm really impressed with how smooth the servers have been. But this game, I'm starting to get used to it. When I picked it up, wasn't an ideal game at first, but after cracking in a couple of hours, after doing some of the customization and actually exploring the map and getting the hang of how everything works, I'm actually starting to grow on this game. Oh, and here's another cool part they added. Like halfway through the match, like a desert storm comes and they make it really harder to see people. It isn't just something that's on your screen just going on, like they actually affect your sight. And I don't know, I really feel like they took a lot of time in this game, and if the alpha is only half of what the whole game is, then I'm also really excited to see this game drop when it does, if they can fix that SpongeBob perk shit, because that's ridiculous. And I was using an LMG, yeah. Y'all need to fix that, baby. But alright, y'all. That's another calm down. Don't forget, tell your friends, tell your mamas, tell your mamas' mamas. Like, show love in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Holla.